Hey everyone, Eric with Rockin' H, and today I thought I'd take these two trucks apart anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do it and how it's done. I've actually had a few requests for people saying, hey, can you show me how to take apart a 359 or I forget what the model number this is, 362? I forget, it's a Pete COE anyway. But I got these two trucks because got a guy, actually a lady out in Colorado wants to give her dad a model of his truck for his birthday. Vaughn's here. Good to see you, Vaughn. And then I got another guy, I think he's in Oklahoma. I'm not sure where he's at. But anyway, he wants a model of his truck that he drove way back in the day. So this one will be actually, okay. So anyway, I got this one and this one we're going to take apart, and then I'll show you how it's done. I've actually never owned one of these. I've never bought one of these before until yesterday. I was in Canyon, Texas, and I picked up two of them just in case. The reason I bought two, because I've never messed with one before. My policy is if I've never done it before, always make two. One practice so you learn how, and then the other one to sell to your client or keep or do whatever you want to do. But always that, and I really wasn't sure how many parts I break taking it apart, so I thought, oh, what the, I better get two. But I have messed with one of these, so this one won't be too big a deal. Although I just now noticed I got to paint the air breathers. The breathers are painted the same color as the truck. That's kind of a bummer. For my purposes, normally I don't like painted air cans because, doggone it, how many people have painted cans that match their truck? I'm going down the road, most daily drivers don't have that. Show trucks, yeah, but not most daily drivers. Anyway, let's get to work because you guys got other things to do today. So let's start with this. Here we go. I'm gonna get my camera situated here. We'll take a little ride here. Let me get my camera set so you guys aren't weird. There we go. Okay. So we'll start with the Pete. Well, we'll start with the 359. Here's the extra parts that came with this truck. If you're familiar with diecast promotions, they usually come, well, they all come with an extra set of mirrors, and this one actually came with a fifth wheel cover. Whoop-dee-doo. So, let's get going, huh? All right. So what I like to do, I'll just start with the hood. We'll just kind of get going there. It doesn't really matter where you start. Hi, Cal. Good to see you. So what I'm doing is I'm taking off the bumper first. Let's pull that off. And I'm just in between the die cast and the plastic. Just stick your X-Acto knife and pry it out. So we're going to take this hood off, and I'm just getting in between. Just taking that pin out. Those came out really easy this time. Boy, I fought some Kenworths. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Kenworths I'm taking apart. That I was actually in the middle of stripping paint, and I thought, you know, these are just going to soak a little more because they're not coming up. They're not coming apart easy, so we're not going to fight it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stick my X-Acto knife, or my awl, right here in between the die cast. Let me see, there's not a good way to hold this. I'm not real happy with the way that grill's coming off already. There we go. See if we can push that pin out from behind. Oh, probably not. Yeah, it's not coming out. That's a tiny little hole. I don't know if I can get in there or not. No, not wanting to come out. I noticed on the other, I've only done 2 of these 359 so far. And normally, I'll just go in between here, but I've noticed on 359s, look at how you kind of weather. Oh, here's the one with the good blade. All right. See, I don't like how, normally on like a 379 or 389, you can work your knife up in there and it does not cause any of that bending action that I see here. And there's Really no good way to push that out from behind. I don't like that at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. Let me think on that. We're just going to let that chill. Instead, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take out the turn signals in the fender because they're plastic, and if you strip paint with those turn signals, your turn signals will turn to goo. If I can get in that. Ah! Okay, well that didn't work. And I broke my grill. Doggone it. And I broke the... Yeah, okay. Well, this is not going well at all. All right, well, okay. No worries. Everyone take a deep breath. All right. So, next plan. I don't know if this is going to work either, but we're going to give it a try. I'm going to drill that a little bit. Let's see if we can make that. Ooh, there we go. Aha! I found the secret sauce, people. Okay, there it is, Johnny. I found the secret sauce. The secret sauce is to drill them out. Hot diggity. Found it. Okay, good deal. Learned. And that thing is glued on there all but good. Doggone. China, what were you thinking here? Did you have to use that much glue on these? Woo! Okay, so that's that. Well done. All right, so there we got a fender off. Okay, now to get this other. I don't think we're going to salvage the pin. I wanted to keep the pin, but I don't think we're going to keep it, so. Oh, yeah, look at that. I did keep that one. Huh, right there. Kept that little pin. Huh. Live and learn. Should have done that the first time. All right. Hood's done. Yay! This one down. Yeah, this one's got a red frame, so we're going to have to take this all the way down, which is what it is. So I'm just... Okay, exhaust is off. We'll pull that. Oh, well, we broke that too. That's good. Don't worry about breaking that exhaust. You can use some small solder to make your little pipe, unless you got a parts bin that's handy, and you can pull that out. Anyway. All right, that was fun. Well, here we go. And I don't have my camera where I can see comments, so if you're leaving comments, don't think I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. I just can't see your comments. So I might take a pause for the cause here and just read what you guys are doing. All right, come on. Why they put an extra long screw in the sleeper is beyond me. Look how long that screw is. It's like, guys, seriously? What are we doing here? Look how long that screw is compared to the one in the cab. The cab one's half that size. Go figure. We'll set that off to the side. Okay. Floor, and then this window. Maybe we'll push that window out. Okay, well, we're gonna use a tool here. So I'm using the blunt end on a tool. Golly molly. Whose dumb idea was it to use that much glue? Holy cow. And look at that, we didn't bust the window. Hallelujah. Let's see if we can just push this out with our finger. Nope. Come on, get out of there. Let go, my ego. Gosh almighty. Sometimes I'm just perplexed. It's like, guys, seriously, why do you have to make them so hard? There, got it. Okay, so there's only 2 parts on the sleeper, and that's good stuff. Okay. Okay, now to the cab. All right. Now, what's different on these cabs compared to the other Peterbilt cabs is there's no roof cap. Like on a 379/89, they have different roof caps depending on the type of sleeper you're putting in it. But this one doesn't. And the mirrors are different, the cans are different, and then this part right here is different. Not a big deal, but that's different for this particular model. And they're all just pressed in, so we're just going to take a screwdriver, just kind of pry that out. No big. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. If your screwdriver doesn't work, get you a knife, because they're a little smaller blade. Sometimes you can get in there. Come on. Oh, for crying, there. Holy mackerel. Okay. And we kept the pins. Love that. Love it when I keep pins. Love it when I keep the pins. And my other pliers right here. So we're going to pull these mirrors out just so we don't break them off, because that's going to happen. I'm just kind of grabbing and twisting. Just kind of pulling them out. See, I broke one pin, but that's not a big deal on the mirror. We can handle that. Some people say, Eric, you make it look so easy. That might be true, but I've also done a bucket load of these, so that's the big difference. I've done a few, and most guys have done few. So just because I make it look easy doesn't mean it wasn't. Well, and you've seen me already break parts and screw things up already, so. All right. Come on, get out of there. Ta-da. And one thing I do like about these is this interior is, I think it's just a little smarter the way this was assembled over the 89/79. I have to admit my favorite trucks to take apart are the T800 and T660. Those are the best because the interior's all one piece. None of this monkey business with 4 separate pieces of interior. I mean, that's just A-okay in my book. Okay, one thing different on these compared to the 89/79 is right in here, you can kind of see right there, there's a nice big groove for the interior to slide into, but it does make it a bit of a challenge to get out. So you want to work your knife and break any glue. Oh, shiza. Wow, that was crazy. See, you could see the glue right there where it took all the paint off. Holy cow, that was crazy, man. That was nuts. Nuts, I tell you, nuts. So now I'm using a screwdriver trying to get my roof out. You know, while we're here, let's just go ahead and peel this glass off quick. Let's just take that out. Maybe. Okay. And look at that. Managed not to break that too. Hallelujah. Sometimes when I push on those, sometimes I break those. That's not fun. But it happens. What are you going to do? Luckily with a sleeper, who cares if you break it, because you don't have to put it back in if you don't want to. You got to sleep on it, right? Oh, another thing different on these. Look at that. You have 2 pins on this ceiling piece. Look at that. So right in there, boom. There's a pin goes in that and a pin goes in that. So I broke one off and kept the other. Isn't that something? And then the visor is all different too. Check that. There's pins that hold the visor on, which is different than the 8979, which I actually kind of favor this. It's a bit clunky in here, but dadgum, I'll tell you, talk about easy to put back on, dude. And it just seems like the whole bit is a smarter. Look at that. I just think that is, I mean, it's a bit clunky, I'm not going to lie, but doggone, it does make it nice when you go to put it back in and reassemble it. Okay, now we have the windshield, air horns, and the cab is done. I think I've seen someone ask, where do you find top shelf replicas, air horn mirrors? Man, there is no aftermarket source for top shelf replica stuff. So I'm afraid you are screwed on that. You're gonna have to find some truck or vehicle that has something equivalent, akin to what you're trying to replace, or you go buy another TSR truck and salvage it for the mirrors. God, you know, I just hate to do that. It just chokes me down to even recommend that idea. Because that's a dumb idea. But there's, like I said, there's really no aftermarket source for parts. And they don't come with extra mirrors. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing on these pins trying to get the air horn out. And you would think that they would not be so stubborn, but by golly if they aren't. So we got one started. Let's just get the other one out. Whoops. Whoa, there we go. Bumped the phone, doggone it. Sorry about that. Guess I'm really getting into it. Come on, go. Why is that not going? I'm not pushing on the plastic, I don't think. There we go, that sounded better. There we go. And these are square pins instead of round. Look at that, square. So my initial idea didn't work. So I'm gonna try it again. Oh, that sounded really good. That came out clean. Look at that. There we go. All right, perfect. Okay, now we gotta take out the windshield, and this bad boy is complete. Oh, wow, dumb luck there. Okay. All right, our cab is done. Okay, we can put that in paint stripper. Whoops, there you go over there. Now, if you have not watched any of my videos, you will notice, well, you may not notice, but I would just tell you that the Peterbilt 359, 79, and 89 frames are all the same. They're all alike. So there's no worries on that. So all I'm doing is, a lot of times you can just get underneath, between, and twist with a knife or something, and a lot of that stuff just pops off. We're going to take that off because I want to broke it. How nice. And we're going to cut this pin. We're going to cut that pin on the inside. A lot of times those are mushed down where you can't just kind of cut them and push them. And if you have no interest in keeping any of these parts, don't worry about saving them like I'm doing. Just break them off and be done with it. But I'm a parts keeper, so, because it's just, for me, it's just good business to keep my parts. Okay, like here, right here, see, mushed plastic, and those two half fenders did not have that. So in the event of mush plastic, if you want to keep those pins, come in here with your knife and cut that plastic off right there. See? Cut that down. So I broke those two off, and then we'll keep these just to show you how the difference. You should be able to push on that plastic and those will pop out. Or I could be a silly man and not pop them out. Come on, you. There we go. Still kept them. See? So that's the difference. If you cut that mush plastic, a lot of times you can keep those pins where if you don't cut them, you'll break them. And then this is going to have mush plastic here too. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can come in here and cut those off. And why am I stripping this frame all the way down? Like I mentioned earlier, this is a complete repaint from the ground up. So this one will be 100% red with an orange Seminole stripe with gold trim. Looks pretty sick in the pictures. But this guy out in Colorado made his career in this truck. I think they still have it actually. Tire pullers here. I've got two sets left in my store. If you're interested in buying one, golly. And then sometimes the stupid wheels are difficult. Seems like I had this kind of trouble on the last 359 I did. I had a booger time getting the wheels off. I don't know why, but they were stupid. Like, come on, guys. They're just wheels. There we go. Okay, that's done. Now we need to drill these rivets out. A little more. The fact that my drill bit did not slide off is amazing. Holy cow. I may salvage these without boogering them up. Holy mackerel. That never happens. To get these off the way I did, that is amazing. I have very rarely taken them off in one piece like that. They're usually a train wreck to take off. Because my drill bit never stays on that die cast. It seems to wander off. Okay. Come on, get off of there. Oh. So I found if you... Okay, took a ride. Where'd it go? Ah, here it is. Hallelujah. So save that. I found if you get your knife underneath this spring here and just kind of twist it out like so, it'll come right out. If you just kind of arc it out, then it works pretty well. To take your suspension off, take these wheels off, here's what I do. See how I'm going there? In between the wheel and the suspension piece here. Ta-da, boom. All right, we are almost done. So I love these curved pliers for this purpose right here. Just kind of. So all you have to do is just kind of break the glue. You don't have to get real carried away. You're just breaking glue. Come on. Okay. See, they're not all the way out. See, they're just started out, and then you can just kind of work them. A little bit, little bit, little bit. Come on. Lego my ego, you dirty dog. Okay. There we go. See? And we kept all our pins. And all of this stuff, make sure you put it in your bucket. And then last but not least on the frame, we've got an engine to do. Of course, engine is actually 1, 2, 3 pieces plus the two silver pieces and a radiator and then this little tiny tube here. So you've got 3, 6, 7 pieces here just on the engine. So if you can take it out all in one piece, save yourself some headache. I would totally try that. These engines are slightly different than some of the other ones I've been around too. Okay, yeah, that worked. Okay, good. And then we're just gonna try and wiggle it. Oh, perfect. Good. So we broke all these pins, well, most of them, all but one it looks like. Broke a lot of them pins, but don't worry about that because you can just, all you're gonna do is glue this back into glue it on the frame, and then it's not like you're gonna play with it. You're just gonna look at it. All right. This is lacquer thinner. And you'll notice I got some Kenworth parts in there. Don't worry about see the fender still on this thing? Don't sweat that. It's just glued on and it's just pinned in there. It'll probably fall apart in the lacquer thinner. I use this bucket this way so I can kind of seine it out. You'll see it's a country crock butter dish with holes in it. And that way I don't have to get my fingers in there. I like that. No use exposing yourself to contaminants like that. Oh, don't forget the frame. Stick the frame in there. Done. But there's nothing magical about that lacquer thinner. It's just Walmart brand lacquer thinner. Right there. That. You can use aircraft remover. You can use carburetor cleaner. Carburetor cleaner is very, very effective. Brake cleaner is effective. Acetone's effective. If you're planning on doing one model or two, maybe don't buy a big deal like I do. That's not right. Don't do that. Just buy enough to get you by. But aircraft remover, you know, you could spray some carburetor cleaner in a cup or something, and that works really well. All of that will strip paint. So just use what's handy, what you have on hand. Okay, now let's try this bad boy. I've never done one of these. Total strip again. We gotta take this clear down as I gotta repaint this entire thing too. So I've never messed with one of these. This is the first time I've ever touched one. Was yesterday when I bought them. I've not messed with these at all. So I have no clue what the fritz I'm doing here. Well, let's start with the easy things first. Let's do the screw. Because the screw's there. We can take the screw out easy. And let's see what comes off with the screw. Okay, I have no idea. Why is it not working? Ah, there we go. Okay. Looks like this is plastic, so do not put this in paint stripper. Okay, next. What else do we have here? Okay, the hinge points. Oh. Well, that was a little easier than expected. Okay, all right, sure. All right, we'll take that. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. Let's get the exhaust off. Going in between the die cast and plastic. Just gonna twist a little. Kind of like Chucky Checker. All right. And broke one pin, not the other. I don't even think I'm gonna reuse that exhaust as I recall. I don't think that truck has the right exhaust on it, or that exhaust is the right for this particular truck I'm doing. Okay, let's pull up a chair and take a look here. Okay. Well, so on first look, we have a piece of plastic here and here holding the interior in, but oh, and then there's another piece of plastic here and here holding the interior in. Okay. I'll make sure there's no glue in between here. Oop. Uh-oh. I was using this blade last night for fun. I was just sitting there watching a movie and stripping some Kenworths for myself. And this is a pretty new knife, and it got me. And then these hand grabs here, they look kind of stupid, so you might be kind of careful. They look pretty easy to break, which I'm more than a bit certain Oh, well, okay, broke that. Nice, okay, well done. Let's see what we got here. Oh, come here. Get underneath there. Okay. On like the Kenworth. Oh, can I push on that? Oh, dude, I can. That's just painted. All right, sweet. Okay, broke that. Looks like good deal. Oh, okay, cool, guys. All right. I think this is kind of dumb to take apart, but it's all good. It's good. It's good. Let's see if we can pull that out. Oh, look at that. That's feeling fine. Aha! There we go. Interior's out. Okay, well that was kind of fun. All right, well done. Nice. Okay, so we actually have regular lights. Those are individual. Look at that. So there's pins here, pins there for that thing. Okay, cool. I'm in. I'm with you. Oh, and it looks like your glass, your windshield here has a little cup, 2 pins right here, 1 and 2 that slide, well, pieces of plastic slide over a pin. That'll make them easy. Okay, we're with you. Okay. Yeah, we own this. We got this. Sweet. All right, let's do this. Okay. So this is a screwdriver just sharpened up. That's all it is. And if you've asked some questions or something, or made a comment, I will get to you in a moment. Just kind of, I just want to get this done. We're going to push on that. Yeah. We're going to push on this. We're going to push on that. Okay. Okay, that one's not ready to come out yet. Go back through the driver's side window, passenger side window. We'll work on the driver's side. See if we can push on that a little more. Okay. Just get underneath you. Little torque. Okay, cool. I think we got all 3 pins on that hand grab. Sweet. Like that. Don't worry about breaking a pin. If you break one, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it just gives you a little more strength when you go back to assemble it. You notice I'm pushing quite a bit. It is remarkable sometimes just how hard I gotta push on those stupid pins to get them freaking out. It's like, this is plastic. Why not? that one's out. That one's out. That one's sort of out. This one gave me trouble on the other side. Come here, you. Let's do this. Another tip, if you're only doing like 1 or 2 trucks or something, and you're not in a hurry or anything, stick this bad boy in the freezer for a couple hours. And then what will happen is some of the plastic gets brittle and you have an easier time taking them apart. So we've got a spot for a mirror. We've got holes here we can push for this little side mirror, this window, that mirror. Turn signal doesn't have anything here. We're gonna have to pull that off. And then we can push out the headlights. That looks like it's all one piece. That's dandy. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah. And then this air conditioner. That's right there. 1, 2 pins for the air conditioner. Sweet. Oh, and this goofy thing here. Right there. Well, okay. We'll work our way around to the roof in a moment. Let's get this done. We'll just do the passenger side here. And if you're trying to push on this, well, I won't go there just yet. I'll give you that tip in a bit. Kind of looks like you might be able to get, I don't know. Might have to pull this one off from the outside. The top mirror, top point on, yeah, that worked. Okay, cool. Now when I'm using this thing, you'll notice the sharp edges. I'm not grabbing that hard. I'm just gently giving it a hug in an effort to salvage pins. Just giving a little hug. Okay, almost out. Whoop. There we go. Whoa, where are you going? Okay. Boy, I like it when they pop out easy. Sometimes they just do not. Okay, that side is almost clean except for that turn signal. Let's see what we can do to get that off of there. Oh wow. Not coming off easy, is it? There we go. Kind of boogered that up a little bit, but we can lose it on my bench. But we can clean that up once it's back on. Nice. Totally digging this, guys. I'm loving this. This is okay. I'll tell you, the wind is blowing a gale today. My gosh. Fires down in Oklahoma. We came back. I got all these pins in the way. I can't get to what I want to get to. So we'll just take some other stuff off then. Oh, now broke that. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Probably break them both before we're done, huh? Yep, sure enough. And scrap. Is that plastic, I wonder? Question what I'm wondering here is if this pin right here is what holds this visor on. I got a feeling that's the deal. Whoops. I've got to reset that silly thing. Let's see if we can cut that. Nope. I don't think so. We can bend the blade. Is that die cast? What is that? Yep, that is die cast. That's not a pin. All right. Sometimes, like, there's another truck where you slide the visor on, and then the windshield slides over a pin on the visor, so it's kind of a combo deal. It's kind of slick, really. That was on, what was that? I just did one recently. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's the visor. I'm just getting some stuff out of the way so I can get these 2 pins over here to save this little thing and maybe get to that stuff a little easier. We'll see. There it is. See if we can push that air compressor or air conditioner off. Okay, we're gonna off if I can reach it, and I can't seem to do that. That windshield's in 2 pieces. Well, that's new. Let's see if we can get that windshield out of there. Okay, try again, come on. Get out of there. Oh, dude, look at that. Totally busting that windshield up. Whoa, there it went. So here's what our windshield's gonna look like. Huh, well, that's the way it goes sometimes. All right, now we can get in there. There's our air conditioner. Hallelujah. Let's see if we can take off some air horns. Air horns. Oh, doggone it. Sorry, gosh darn it, guys. I just did a terrible job. It's like the 3rd or 4th time I've done that here. I'm trying to keep the legs out of the shot because eventually I'll download this and edit it so it's much nicer. Oh, there it goes. Slowly but surely we're clearing them off. So I'm kind of cupping this with my hand so those silly lights on top don't take a ride and go shooting across the shop and get lost. Okay, there's one. Oh no. Did I biff that? Nope, I didn't. There's the clearance light. There's one marker. And we got 4 more to go, an air horn on this side of here, and then well, that's done. Okay. I'm gonna go over here and get this other air horn quick. There it is. Okay. Okay, there's clearance light. I wonder. Okay, just for fun, I want to try this, see if it works. If I can just kind of grab that pry a little bit. Can I get around that? Oh, look at that. That did work. Do it again. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try this one. Nope. Well, all of them but 2. Okay, that's experiment has been done. I'm satisfied. Okay, we're just about at the bottom end of this cab. And okay. So we got that and that. Ta-da. So you'll notice on the driver's side, we were able to push out the top mirror, and on the passenger side, we couldn't. Isn't that something? Oh, and then we got the headlights to do. Can't forget them, because they will definitely turn to goo if we don't. Okay. This time I used my flat jaw plier to pull out that turn signal, and that worked better. Well, I think I've lost a headlight. Okay, so here's something new for you. Okay, top shelf replicas have a 2-part headlight, and so do these Pete's. This silver piece has a piece of clear plastic pressed into it, and I've misplaced one of my silver clear pieces of plastic here. Chances of me finding that are what? What do you want to wager? Itty bitty piece of plastic. Not stuck in my hand anywhere, is it? What do we have here? That's not it. Let's move some tools quick. See if we can find that bad boy. what? All right, we're gonna do this right. So now, now it's not gonna fall anymore. How long did that take to figure out? 45 minutes? Well, I don't see it. I think we lost that. Oh, or what's this? That's not it. Okay, well, we'll have to look for that later. Is that it? Surely not. I don't think so, but we're gonna put it back here in our parts bin just for fun. Okay, there, we learned something there. That was kind of cool. Yep, I will look for that when you guys aren't watching, see if we can find it. Let's try a different approach so we don't have that repeat. Actually, we're gonna do this completely different. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna strip all that plastic behind there out and use a small flathead screwdriver and see if we can take that out that way. Which isn't working worth a diddly. Okay. I'm kind of surprised. These are somewhat of a challenge to take apart. There we go. Well, we kept both headlights in there. That's good. Luckily, I've got another one over here. I bought two of these. One to, well, for the simple reason I wasn't sure how many parts I'd break taking it apart. And then the other reason, I wanted to experiment with one and make it a day cab, because I think that'd be kind of cool. All right, this one's ready for, you guessed it. Now there's our brown truck we stripped earlier. Look at that dude. Okay, so we just put that in there. You guys were watching when I put that in there, and it's already coming apart. Now, here's a little side note here, bonus lesson for you. This silly, this is a Kenworth cab I put in about 2 hours ago, and I stripped a little bit of paint off of it, but this white color is just not coming off worth a darn. I mean, it's starting to bubble up now that I roughed it and scuffed it, but it's just a pain. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Another side note, this cab was painted white first, so if you wanted to take some acetone and take off all them stripes, you sure could, because the white's underneath and the color's on top. Okay. Let's finish this cab so we can get you onto something else. All right. Well, all we have to do now is finish taking apart this bit of the frame here, because I'm going to have to, I don't have to stretch it out, but I do have to paint it red. So, let's just start in the back and work forward. These, like Kenworth, it looks like these fenders back here are just pressed into the frame. So you can pull those out. See, they're just a little pin that sticks them on the frame or into the frame. It'd probably be easier to take these off if you didn't have tires on it. Broke a pin there. Whoops. Got the glue back on. We have some tail lights here that are pressed into the die cast, but we'll get those off in a minute. How do those come on? Okay, your mud flaps here are just pressed into the frame. Let's see if we can get in here and take them off without busting them. There's no way to press those off, I don't think. Actually, we're going to get rid of this quick because it's in the way. I just want it out of the way. And there's no place to push out your pogo stick. It's just pressed into the frame with a pin. That kind of came out on its own. Just cut them air hoses. And your tanks are going to be the same as well. There's no place to... Oh wait, yeah, there is a place to push those out. Right there. If you can get your tool in there. I can't, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay, see there's a couple pins, hold those on. Kept them both on that one. Nope, kept one, not two. Okay. Aha. Kept that one, nice. Kept that one, pretty cool. All right, looks, is that plastic? Nope, that is not, that is. That is. That is. Okay, that's all gonna come off. That fifth wheel plate is die cast, that's nice. Okay, let's do this. Okay, these are aluminum wheel pullers, and sometimes those teeth, they just bend. Not to worry, just bend them back. So if you buy any of these from me, just know that if they bend on you, that's not out of the ordinary. Sometimes these trucks are just stubborn. Oh, look at that. Fifth wheel plate came off. Sweet. See how I have that big gap there in my hand? If you put your skin in there, you are going to have a big old blood blister. You will do that one time, and then you will learn never to do that again. Oh, and look at that. The suspension just kind of popped out of its own accord. Now that's unusual. So make sure you're doing this on a surface where your springs won't bounce away. Well, that made it kind of handy. Oh boy, splash. All sorts of stuff came apart. So what you heard was the little rivets that keep your wheels in. Okay. Your engine's going to be plastic. All this is going to be plastic, so. And then your tie rod here is plastic. I normally don't go through the effort to repaint all that stuff on a paint job because generally it's I just don't. Well, maybe I shouldn't say it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just it really depends on the job. On this one, I'm not sure if it will or won't. I got to look at the photos closer. Let's see. Is this plastic? Let's see if this is plastic. Maybe we can get that out of the road. Yep, that's plastic. Okay. Okay, didn't salvage any pins there, no worries. Okay. I know not all that's die cast in there. Surely that's not die cast. I know that's plastic there. That chrome piece is plastic. Let's see if we can get that off. Huh. That is die cast. Look at that, guys. Huh. Well, I'll be darned. Okay, I wouldn't have expected that. I figured that'd be a plastic piece glued on. Alright, cool. Okay, where are we at here? Radiator. Looks like this is just a piece of plastic on a die cast. Right? Alright. Really? Are we for real? That's die cast? No, that's plastic. Okay, good. Whoop! Okay, that's how that comes off. 2 pins there, hold that on. Is this engine? Surely not. Yeah, that's all plastic. Okay. Okay, that's plastic too. Huh. Alright, no worries. We'll get that. Okay, that was easy. And what about this thing? Ah, okay. Now we're apart. Sweet. Okay. Boy, I gotta put all that back in there now? That kind of blows. Oh well. Okay, at this point, you can continue taking this apart, or what will likely happen is once the glue and the paint gets eaten off of this front end suspension here, it'll come apart in your cleaner, or you can take it all apart now. So just for fun, I don't normally do this, but for fun, I'm just going to throw the whole thing in the lacquer thinner. And we'll just see how it goes. What do you think? I'm going to stick it over here. A little more real estate on the side. Let's take another look at what we got cooking here. There we go. That's coming up. That's coming up nice. We'll let that soak a little longer. Fenders are coming up. That's good. Here's our other peat cat. Look at that. That one's coming apart really nice. Let that soak another couple more minutes, and then I'll clean that. And then our Kenworth parts, well, I'll just take them to the buffing wheel and clean them with my buffing wheel on my drill press. That's that, guys. There we go. 2 trucks taken apart. Only lost 1 part. Broke a few things. Not a big deal. So, I'm going to go back here and answer some questions now. We'll see what we had here. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, holy cow, we got Cameron. Good to see you, Cameron. Good to see you. I don't know that there are many parts trucks out there anyway, because I did break one of mine on the Ford grain truck, so maybe I could fix it with a paper clip. Yep, about as good as it gets, man. Or buy another truck, or maybe you can find somebody selling a parts lot, maybe. Ah, man, tough luck. Kyler, good to see you. Do you have a sibling? Okay, and Michael's here. Good to see you, and I can't pronounce your name there. Number 88, hello. It would be cool to do a build series showing how to build the 359. Yeah, I can certainly do that. I need to do another 359. I need to do one for myself just because I did a 359. It was what kind of red was it? Viper red with gray and white stripes. Turned out that was really cool, but I'd like to do it with a 63-inch sleeper versus a 48, just because the 63-inch sleeper is built for that truck, so I like that. All right. So, while I have you here, I'm going to unplug you from my power source here, and I'll show you what I've been working on. So this is what I've been working on earlier today. There are 6 Kenworth T660s right there, and then I've got 2 Kenworth T800s in there. Those are all for me. And then, what is this? Check that out. Uh-oh, what do we have there? You guys are the first to see it. I've posted some photos, but this is the first one painted. That's just painted aluminum. So I'm working on that, and then I got a Super Bee here. This is all wrong. I need to do something else with that. And then I got these 2 bad boys I picked up yesterday because I want to make one a day cab. I just want to play with them. I haven't done much with those. Okay. Kyler says, I have a question in paint booth. Do you have any trouble with the bathroom fan? No, I've not had any trouble with the bathroom fan. I'm not going to recommend anyone do this necessarily. I don't know if this is the safest way to make a paint booth. I have no idea if this is the safest way to do this. But all that is a bathroom exhaust fan I bought for $79 underneath there. So it's just a fart fan is all it is. And it sucks out the overspray, and then it exhausts out to that part of the shop over there on the other side of that wall. So that's what I got for paint booth. Not glamorous, but it does work. Here, shut the door. It's getting cool outside now. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask, because I don't have any secrets. That's kind of my policy. Let's see if we got any other things. I'm in the process of one right now using a bathroom fan. So another guy does the same thing that I do, so I stole his idea. Again, I don't know if it's the safest thing in the world. I haven't had any trouble with it yet, but I can't. If your house burns down, don't come looking at me, because I don't know that that's the smartest way to build I mean, they have actual, like for $150, you can buy a paint booth that's designed explicitly for this purpose. You can, like, it's a modeling paint booth is what it is. Yeah. And like $150, and they have fans. Well, they have filters and the whole 9 yards. So Michael's asking, new grain trailers. Yes, we do have new grain trailers. This is test print number 1. I actually bought 5 of these. This is a test print. This is a 42-foot Demco style trailer. So this is a Demco. And what's kind of fun, so that's a 42-footer. That looks kind of warped. Ugh. Anyway, and then this is a dolly for a pup. So what's kind of cool is this. Let me just put this, we'll just do this for fun. If you look in the discussion section of YouTube on my page, you'll see a photo of these hooked together, but these are designed to be pulled in tandem. So like I said, this is a test print. This is not the final version. I'm going to come in, I'm going to ask my designer to thicken up these walls just a little bit, just make them a little thicker. You know, push that up, because you can kind of see some variation, like right here when I rub my finger, you can feel the variation from when this part here flexes a little bit compared to the part that's attached there. So this wall flexes just a little bit, and then you can kind of feel that where it's flexed right there, and you can actually kind of see it visually. Yeah, right there, you can see it right there. See how that line goes down? That is this piece here. So that sidewall needs to be beefed up just a little bit. Not bad, just a little. And then there's a tow hitch here for the dolly. On some of the others it printed, and this one it broke off. But it's the really tiny. So I asked him to go ahead and make that hook here beefier, like 1 millimeter or something. And then this is a great idea. But one thing I'm going to ask him to do on this one is like on my 22-foot pups, the hitch snaps into the dolly, which I love. That is so awesome because you don't need any tools and you don't need any plastic pins or nothing. You just snap it together. It works so much good. But clever, this is so brilliant on this one. Check this. See that little keyhole right here? Well, there's a key for on the kingpin, so you just kind of match those up and snap. Ta-da! That's together. Stroke of genius. That is what I'm saying. Stroke of genius. Okay, the bottom part here, pretty generic. Nothing ordinary or fancy about that. The DCP does look a little better, but I don't care because I never turn my models upside down. So I'm not really too concerned about that. And yeah, so this is just a genius first effort. This is just a great first go. So yeah, I'm very pleased with this. This is A-okay. That's gonna work, but that's okay. For a test print, I'm overjoyed. We might need to come in and put a hole in here, I think, to let the resin slop out of there. I don't know. This feels a bit weird. Not a big deal, but yeah. Anyways, that's what's cooking, guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Spent an hour and 10 minutes or so together, 12 minutes. So I'm going to let you go and get on with your good Sunday day. I hope you have a nice supper, a great week. If you haven't liked, comment, shared, subscribe, please do all of that stuff because it helps me. You know, if I could just teach and not do client projects anymore, I would just teach and I would just produce videos. That's all I would do. But that's what pays the bills to keep this operation running. So if you do like, comment, and subscribe and do all those things, then YouTube says, hey, maybe we should give that guy some money for ad revenue. That'd be awesome. So, but if I could teach, I would definitely do more teaching. My shirt says it all. Teach everything you know. All right, guys. Catch you later. Bye.